hopefully we have a great show tonight and enjoy our guests here. You know, they looking at me funny, you know. But it's okay, let them look. All right, want to introduce yourself here. We have Mr. Jimmy Tillman and the great big another Mississippi guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Dixon. No, not you. Are you Willie Dixon? Are you related to Willie Dixon?
My father.
All right, then. Where is he from?
He's from Mississippi.
Vicksburg, Mississippi. Yeah. That's right, the big champ. That's right. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. All right, introduce yourself, gentlemen.
I'm Dr. Jimmy Lee Tillman from the original Chicago Blues All-Stars, drummer and songwriter.
Where you from, Doc? Where your roots are?
Meridian, Mississippi. Yeah, Cherokee, Native American.
There you go. The Rhute doctor's in the house.
Yeah, Dr. Rhute Muuzic, formerly Roy Hightower. They call me the Rhute doctor, hoochie coochie man, but just don't call me late.
Where your roots from, Doc?
Alabama.
See, he's our neighbors over there. Yeah. They want to be Mississippi. Okay.
Freddie Dixon. My roots are right here in Chicago.
No, your roots are down in Mississippi.
My roots. Well, I was born here in Chicago.
All right, you were born here, but that tree.
Yeah, the tree is from Chicago.
Yeah.
From
that's right, Vicksburg down there. Yeah, and of course we got the next. What number are you?
You're not going to start with me this evening, are you? Because you know I'll take over. I'm not going to
Don't start it. Don't start it.
We got Dr. Payne there with us, and his son and grandson. There you go. Well, I'm telling you, it's 5 of them.
Yeah, see, I'm surrounded by vintage this evening, as you can see.
Yeah.
And my roots are definitely from Chicago, period.
Where your dad
I know
from?
All of you, Chicago.
Where your
period.
dad from?
Chicago,
Where your mama
period.
from?
Mom, did you hear that? See, I was going to be nice to you. You're not streaming this evening, but see, we go. See that handsome devil over there, Sir Henry?
Yeah.
This is his picture right here. You see that cameraman?
There you go. Good looking guy. That's right. That's
guy,
right. Yeah, thank you.
This good looking guy taking a picture with my mother.
That's right. That's
at
right.
the WVON Christmas party.
Yeah.
Where she won the big jackpot.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Get me started, guy. She won that jackpot prize.
Yeah.
And you know she's had more than 3,000 hits on Facebook telling how gorgeous she is and all that kind of stuff. You know. Dear Mom, that's your plug for tonight.
Well, no, wait now. We got to wait now. You know, we're here to really talk about this Blue Monday International Blues Gala we getting ready to have.
Oh, we're going to do that.
We're going to do that.
But he set up something for me. I had to come in.
Go on.
I set him up.
Yes, his mother, Miss Payne, is going to issue to one of our awardees, Merle Perkins, the Odie Payne Jr., drum major of the Chicago Blues Award. And that's a very prestigious award. It's the first time it's going to be issued, and we think it's very honorable to be issued by Miss Payne to Merle.
Well, it's the last time it will be.
That's right. It's a one and only time award.
When is the event?
It's going to be February the 26th at the Harold Washington Culture Center from 6 until 10. We're going to have the great Bobby Rush come in and get the Lifetime Achievement Award for being a blues role model for all of us blues singers and blues musicians. Johnny Drummond's coming in from Mississippi to receive his Outstanding Band Leader Role Model Award. Dr. Rhute Muuzic here has also received an award of being the Outstanding Band Leader and Role Model. What we decided to do as the Chicago Blues All-Star is to honor the musicians who have maintained the Chicago tradition of the blues and kept it alive and are still living today. We feel that we should honor those musicians while they're alive, because if we look around, they're disappearing one by one by one. So we need to make sure that we pay homage to them while they're still alive. That's our responsibility. And that's what this Blue Gala is about on February 26th.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it throughout the show, unless you guys are going to leave here in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, no. They're not leaving. Down.
Sit here and talk. We have fun. So you brought your CD. We're going to talk about that, too.
Yeah.
What is the name of that CD?
It's Willie Dixon's original Chicago Blues All-Stars Gold.
Okay.
It's gold, baby.
And that's a double set.
Yeah, 23 songs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's the first song you want to hear out of there, so I can get my man to set it up?
The theme?
Theme song.
It's Chicago Blues All-Stars theme.
Hey, you got that, Gerald? What cut is that? You know what cut it is on there?
Should be one.
Okay. Hey, Gerald, cut 1. It's going to be, when we come to it. Yeah. Hey, what you want to say about yourself, that Doctor?
I'm in the house for February 26th. We're going to be doing what we do, you know. And the last time I saw you was at the WVON breakfast.
That's right. A couple years ago, right? I like that. I like that tip job.
Okay.
I mean, he's all in the cash. He's want to get to the doggone cash register and everything. Yeah. Where's bring it up here? You know what I'm saying? Get all of this money out of this tip job.
You know what? The Rhute doctor is so calm over there. He just doesn't want to tell you that I've been trying my best to put my foot in the rear end to get him to kick up that beautiful DVD that he did, and I must say I had the honor of recording him on his song. What's the name of that song?
Yes, you did. LOVE.com.
Yeah. LOVE.com.
Yeah.
Love on the internet.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get any cooler than that. But I don't know.
Well, we're working on it.
We're working on it. Oh, jeez. Okay.
You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM. Continue with the conversation.
The thing I want to talk about more than anything else, February 26th, my whole world spins around that date. Okay. February 26th is the first Blue Monday International Blues Award Gala ever held in Chicago.
Okay.
In
the world. And so what we're trying to do, let everyone know, make history. Make sure that you're there. Be the one there and tell your children that you was there when that History Day was made. We're bringing the blues back to Chicago, back to the south side of Chicago, 47th and King Drive, where it all started. 708 Club, all those beautiful clubs up and down there, Teresa's, Trocadero, all those clubs that the blues were flourishing up and down 47th Street. We're bringing it back home. We're bringing it back home with our famous Mr. Bobby Rush. Bobby Rush started here in Chicago. Chicago made it. In fact, Bobby Rush is part of the WVON here. He went back in the day when they were putting the WVON together. Bobby Rush was one of the people that helped form the station, contribute to the station, men developed with Purvis Band and West to South and all those good guys back then. We're glad to be here, and we're glad to keep on carrying on the tradition of the Chicago Blues. That's what the original Chicago Blues All-Stars is all about.
So this is the first year that you're doing this event?
This event here, yes.
Okay. So you hope for it to become an annual event?
It's going to be an annual event. It's going to be an annual event every year. The last Monday after American History Month, it's going to be International Blues Day at the Howard Washington Cultural Center. That's where we're starting.
And I'd like to talk about the reason we're out here. We're out here to build our University of Life Centers.
Black what?
University of Life Centers.
Okay.
And that's what we came out to do, me, Jimmy, and John Watkins. We were in retirement. And Jimmy and John and me got together, and we said we was going to, Jimmy said, let's go out and play. And he had an idea about what he wanted to do. I had an idea, and John had an idea, and we put them all together, and we decided we're going to have a university where we can deal with the children of the children, teach them what we know, because God gave us these gifts and He didn't give them to us just to sit on, to pass them on. So that's what we're going to do: pass on what we know and create jobs. We're going to. It doesn't have to be playing music. It could be any art form, and that's what we're doing. We're doing that at Motor Road Brewery every Thursday.
Okay.
And we're doing that down there every Thursday. We have young artists come up. We teach them how to play the blues, and they playing. We have a lot of young artists. One of the songs that you're going to be playing is Black Bags. Michael DeMani was 22 years old when he recorded this song. And he came up because our guitar player, John Watkins, had a stroke. And we didn't know Michael. He came and sat in with us, and we took him under our wing. And he's a great kid, great guitar player, can sing, So that's what we're about, trying to make the world a better place through music.
Yeah, I was at the brewery down there, and I saw some young folks. And I said, hey, man, he looks pretty good, sound pretty good. I forget this kid's name. He doesn't look like it, but he kind of reminds me of Eddie Kendricks. He got a kind of a, I don't know, but he plays guitar. I don't know his name.
That's probably Michael DeMani.
Michael, we got two. There's another little kid came through there now.
Kind of tall, skinny little.
Yeah.
That's Michael.
Yes,
yeah.
Michael.
And there's two other young guys that are coming through. Dan McGrady, and his name is Emil Robinson, but he plays under the name of Dante Blundy. Dante Blundy. And he is a bad little guitar player. Oh, yeah. We use Motorola Brewery as our Universal Life Community Center because, as Freddie said, the seniors and the juniors get together and we can be able to express and share some of our ideas and experiences with these young guys so that they won't make the same mistakes and will learn how to do things a little faster than they would have learned trying to get it on their own. You can show a guy a chord or a phrase or how to do something just by him watching you do it than him trying to stumble through it. So by those guys coming down, hanging out with Doktu and Freddie and all those guys down, they get a chance to see professional legends actually performing and learning from that.
And plus
I'm sorry.
And plus they get a chance to come up there and do their own thing, So if you come by Motorola, you are welcome to get on the stage and do whatever you can do. There's no, we don't shun people. We encourage people.
Are you there every Thursday or when? Every Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday from 6 to 10:30. Okay. I do a little songwriting with the audience. We've written quite a few songs. We get the audience and participate with us, and we take a couple of lines and put them together, make a blues song out of them, and then turn it around and actually make a song out of it. Now, in the Universal Life Community Center that we're starting to develop, it's going to be a private vocational school so that we can teach our children, especially about the music industry. It is so many business, so many different occupations and vocations in the music industry. It's unheard of. You can go from writing the song to actually producing, developing, arranging, manufacturing the product. Everything now is digital. Right. You get into engineering of actually making speakers, making all the components. That's how we're getting ready to move into. We're going to be into what you call it, IT.
IT.
Yes, we're moving into that area. Music is already gone there, and everything is digital. So we're going to have to teach our children how to do that. Maybe they'll teach us. Because most of our youngsters know more about the digital encoding than we do, so that's what it's intergenerational.
But you're not going to have them doing the doggone drum machine and replacing you.
No,
with the drum.
they're gonna beat the drum. Well, they got it there.
I need my drum.
I do too.
I need my drum. I need my piano.
And you just open up a whole nother lecture that I can go into with that. And I ain't gonna. Your music is natural. It's about vibrations.
There you go.
Can I jump in there?
Yes.
And sidetrack this conversation?
Yeah,
I just want to reiterate the fact that this event that's coming up on the 26th February, on the previous flyers, you may have seen the general public saw 40 years.
Yes.
That means these guys that I'm surrounded by, vintage here, have been at this for 40 years. It doesn't mean that we've done the gala for 40 years. It will be the first big gala,
yes. But
40 years of background and development, you can't go wrong with that. That I wouldn't sit here if these guys weren't genuine. Amen. All right now.
Bring me some of that genuine.
I didn't say wine.
That's right. That's
genuine. See, I knew you guys would know that.
Genuine.
That's right. Genuine. I like
genuine. Genuine. Not your wine. Genuine. Okay.
So that's what we're about. I'm Dr. Tillman. I taught 27 years in Chicago Public Schools. I saw what made kids the way they are, the good side and the bad side. So our job now is we realize that our children are making mistakes because hasn't anyone given them any information. Without information, so is your strategy flow. So if you have any information, you're doomed to be doomed.
Yeah.
So we can give them a little lead here, a little lead here, a little lead here, and after a while, they start to connect. Freddie might know something he could tell Damani that I couldn't tell him. I may be able to tell him something that he couldn't tell him. Yeah. But that's the way it is nowadays. No one has the complete answer, but everybody has a piece to the puzzle that you contribute, Right.
That's a good thing.
The reason we're into this situation is because all that happened on our watch. These are our grandkids out here that's doing this craziness.
Yeah.
So we have to take responsibility for it and try to turn them around the best way we can. You just say one, turn them one in a positive direction, you're doing something good. But we know we're going to save more than one for music because, everybody loves music. Everybody want to be a singer or play an instrument.
Or dance.
And it takes time. See, some people can do it naturally. Some people can grab an instrument and automatically play it.
Right.
But some people have to work at it. But it takes dedication. And if you want to dedicate yourself, come down the Motor Road, 2337 South Michigan, on a Thursday between 6 and 10. And we'll get you started. We might not take you there, but where you want to go, but we will get you a good start on music. Even we have Jimmy has a grandson comes down there. He's a lyricist. He raps, and it's not the negative stuff. He rapping good stuff. So I'm not I didn't like rap music when it first came out. Well, not the rap music, the gangster rap.
Yeah, the stuff on the West Coast.
That, But Jim, his nephew, his grandson comes down. And he got some good lyrics. I said you can do it. You can rap. We got a tap dancer come down there, tap dance. So it's a place where you can learn, create, and feel safe. You can feel safe there, So.
And perform.
And this is what we need.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. Yeah.
And our students, need more things to do. Our young people need more things to do.
Yeah.
Staying at home looking at the video, has a detrimental effect on a lot of students. Get out and do things with your hands, create something, do something, interact with people,
sure.
Become more social. A lot of things that happen to kids are antisocial because their whole life is surrounded by just looking at a little screen. And don't get a chance to socialize.
Thinking everybody's bad.
We getting on out there now. Speaking of our youth, Miss Betty Payton White, she's with the Artie White Scholarship Fund, and she's been contributing to our young people, getting them started and to be great blues artists. I think what's the guy down in Kingfish? Was one of the artists he backed and sponsored. One of the young blues artists that's coming out. She's going to be one of the ladies to receive one of our awards, one of our awardees. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I got the list here. Want to run down the list?
You may have time to read it. If not, we'll cut you in.
Okay, then. I'll start with the outstanding band leaders and role models. We got Mr. Johnny Drummer, Dr. Rhute Music right here, Snapper Mitchell, Sir Walter Scott. There's Maurice John Vaughn, Miss Tracy Adams, and Shirley Johnson. Those are our outstanding band leaders and blues singers. The star of the show of our awards is, of course, going to be Mr. Bobby Rush. He's going to receive the Lifetime Role Model Blues Role Model Award. The Dixons and the Muddy Waters family are going to receive Legacy Awards for their contributions to the blues. Those two gentlemen here changed the whole structure of blues, of music, when they went to the folk festival in Europe. What was that? In 62? American Folk Blues Festival in 63 over in Europe and England. It changed the whole structure of music from that point on. That's when the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and that whole English wave of music came over to America. When then our artists over here started imitating them, but they were only imitating the blues. And then when they found out that they were singing Muddy Waters and Willie Dixon, they started looking around for us, and that was the whole deal. That changed this music. We do not let that go unnoticed, and that's why we're doing this award ceremony.
And it should be told to our
children.
You got to keep that going because if they don't know, and they need to know these things. Where the blues come from, and where all American music comes from the blues. American music,
that's what they always tell folks.
Yeah, so all American music comes from the blues, and if they don't know that, they're going down the wrong path. So we have to teach them these things.
I tell you what, gentlemen, we're going to go to the top of the hour. We're going to do some news, and we're going to get back. We'll continue to talk and dive into this great. Gold, man. You're listening to the Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. All right, welcome to Sunday morning here on Classic Blues and R&B. Sir Henry here. We're rolling right along with our studio guests and all of that. We're streaming live at WVON.com on the World Wide Web, out there, at WVON.com and on iHeartRadio. We're doing that. And we hope you are enjoying us down in Asia, late in Africa. Yeah, the Olympics, that's right. That's right. So, yes, you guys are picking us up at the right time. Hope you're enjoying us there, Europe, Africa, wherever you may be. Say hi to a few of your folks out there. I forgot to speak. And don't forget, folks, that ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. Mr. Edward J. Williams said that in 1918, and you know what? He's absolutely correct. I'll try to see if I can't come up with something between now and before the year end.
You're going to get it.
Now, something in honor of that, man, because I think those were some very intelligent words, that was said by him many years ago. Brother Gerald is on the other side. We have studio guests here, the old Rhute doctor.
In the house.
Dr. Tillman.
All right.
And the boy from Vicksburg, Mississippi, his son. Every time,
Odie Payne?
No. I always talk. Every time I think about your father, seriously, I think about everybody talking about he was a big guy and say he would knock a joke out if need be.
He was a boxer.
Yeah, he was a boxer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Golden Gloves.
right. Yeah, and Dr. Odie Payne III. Yeah, third is with us here. So we all up in here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do every Saturday, Sunday night, Sunday morning. We bring you this great American music from the middle part of North America. Canada is our neighbors to the north, and Mexico is our neighbors to the south. So we in the middle part of North America. Yeah, but we some tough folks, man. We claim jump the whole continent. Where you from? I'm from America. Oh, okay. Where you from? I'm from Canada. Where you from? I'm from Mexico. But we just jump up and say we from America. We claim it all. Yeah, that's where we are, folks, with everything. Everybody talk about the FBI and how great the FBI is, but hell, how in the hell could the FBI miss the? They always say if you hear say something, and people did say something, and they missed everything. So now and then, yet they're trying to. Those folks, if y'all hear me go silent, you know that I've been attempted to be lynched up in here.
No, we're going to let
they'd be attempting, because I'm going to get one of them. One of them going with me. But anyway, everybody thinking because of our president, the current president, that everything is going haywire. But no, folks, we in serious trouble. A lot of problems that we have here, because we got a small group of folks trying to tell everybody what to do. And we ain't all one, folks. We are just one country, united by 49, 50 states, so we call ourselves the United States. And we all have our individual ways, We in the South have our ways. Folks up north here have their way. In the South, we are all natives, basically. In the North, you got immigrants. That's what we got. Folks, they from Europe. They came here from Ireland, Italy, or what have you. Hell, I've been here forever. Like my man, Doctor, say he's Cherokee. Well, hell, what am I? I don't know, Seminole, Apache. I look at the Rhute doctor over there.
Ain't no telling.
That's right. People got mad when Tiger said he was Kabul Asian. I said, well, the boy's telling the truth. They got mad with him, But anyway, we're here. And Classic Blues want you to like us on Facebook by going to Facebook.com/Classic Blues and RB. We'd like for you to do that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Henry CB 6175. Do that for us. That's Henry CB 6175. And follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry. We'd like to thank you for doing all of that, folks. Rhute doctor, you was in Vietnam, weren't you?
I sure was.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I see you got on the buffalo hat. Were you in the military?
Yes,
yeah. Y'all better come on and treat us right. What about you? But he's from Chicago.
Yeah, right.
M60 machine gunner.
Oh yeah.
First captain.
Oh yeah. Well, I was blessed. I went to Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, enjoyed it. I think I would have gone to Vietnam when I first went in, But after I got into basic training, there was nowhere I was gonna go. that was not even thinking about it.
I went to Germany too.
You went to Germany too.
Play the blues.
Listen, see that.
Well, that's because blues is international. See, and that's another reason why on that Monday when we do this thing, and it's called Blue Monday International Blues Award Gala. Blues is international, folks. It's all over the world.
That's true.
And you know what, Henry? You just happened to mention about the Olympics, and just to underscore how international blues is. About 2 years ago, I entered a project with brother Billy Branch, which is one of our local preeminent harmonica players. And what we did a show behind an Olympic skater right here in this town. We did it out at the Sears Arena. And the whole thing is that it was bringing blues into that particular form of entertainment where skaters were actually going to use blues music. Yeah, we did important. Little Walter's Juke. Okay, Little Walter, who we just celebrated his passing birthday, 50th, in fact. And so blues is all over, and we want to encourage people to wrap their arms around it, no matter what racial group you happen to be with. Just join us. Come on down on that day, the 26th. I can't get away from that because it's just going to be a huge, huge function full of love, not war, love.
Yeah, and we also like to add, while we at it, on the 26th, you know, people love to eat, so it's going to be buffet-style food.
Food?
Yeah, food. You
Underscore
can
that.
Eat all you want to eat. And also, that package comes with 2 drinks.
Drinks?
Yeah,
or drinks?
2 drinks.
Wine?
Are you
guys
guys
going to have some corn whiskey there or not?
I'm pretty sure.
It's an open bar.
I said corn whiskey.
Oh, well, now.
White Lightning.
You got to bring your own. BYOB on your moonshine. And some of that genuine.
I'm not going to tolerate this much longer, folks. Chicago.
You know, Blue Monday is a very traditional thing in Chicago. When the settlers, when we first came up here, I came up when I was 5 from Mississippi, you know. But there was a whole wave of us that came up during that era. When we first came up here from Mississippi, we would stay with our aunts or somebody, and usually they have a little set at the end of the week, and people get there and be jamming and partying. Jam sessions started really in people's houses, and that's because the families could get together and jam and play and share their songs and things that happened. As the people started getting jobs and started working, Monday became the day that they would all get together because they hated to go to work on Monday. Man, it's Monday, we got to go to work. But the thing what happened was they had those Blue Monday jam sessions that Monday from like 4 o'clock to maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. The guy feels all right. I can make the week now. I got a little taste of that last little shot of blues for the week. I can make it all the way to Friday. And that's the history of the Blue Monday jams. The guys would come from all over the city to go to these different clubs and sit there and share their skills and their crafts and congregate together and just share fellowship together. And that's the history of the blues jams and Blue Monday jams.
Now, where did you start playing at?
You hear?
Yeah, sure. When did you start? How old were you when you started?
Professionally, I was 18. I just came out of DeSable High School. I was in Captain Walter Dyer's band. And when you graduated from high school, you were automatically was in his concert band. And some of the guys in the concert band had blues bands and jazz bands and big bands. And they would let us young guys sit in because there wasn't too many drummers around that. They would let us sit in. And that's how we started getting our training. I think the first real big gig I had was with Otis Rush. That was what I could call a big gig. There was a bunch of other little gigs guys would call it for Smoking Smothers and the Pipe Layers. That was back in the day. Mm-hmm. That was a blues band. And it was a big thing to me because I was a little kid. I'm playing with Smoking Smothers and the Pipe Layers. Mama, I got a job. You know. And then I looked up with Otis Rush. I stayed with him for probably a year. Playing. That was the days. You were playing. I played with everybody. I went to school. played jazz, played everything, but blues was where it was, you know. And finally, I got a chance to meet Willie Dixon. That was during the time he was getting ready to take that trip to Europe, and he told me to come to play the jam session, and I was playing with Lou Walter and Sunnyland Slim and all those guys, and I'm telling my mom about all these legends. They're on records, and I'm sitting there playing with them, and they said we're going to Europe. And I told my mama I wanted to go. She said, "No, you got another year of school to finish." I said, "Wait a minute, they get ready to go. I'm gonna make money, Mama." She said, "No, but you got to finish school." I was at Crane Junior College, and I had to graduate, so I didn't get a chance to go. And I was so mad and cried and cried. But I think the best thing happened for me was that I stayed. I finished school. I'm Dr. Tillman now. You know, if it hadn't been for that move, I may not even be alive, because I was pretty wild back then. Them days.
You know, it's like I was singing in high school and stuff. Pretty good, I thought. Girls used to think you too. People thought I could sing, right?
I witnessed him singing a couple Saturdays ago. He was pretty tough. Pretty tough. Come on, man.
No. And Ray Charles came to town, and at the time, Hank Crawford was Ray Charles and Percy Mayfield, and it was Hank Crawford was his band director.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the South, you know, you can get the folks. Back in the day, there you could get the people. You know, it was not a lot of blocks, you know. So I called the hotel, and I asked him, I said, "Yeah, son." And he said, "Yeah." He said, "We're going to Texas, you know, when we leave here." Because they were going through Mississippi. They was in Jackson. They were going to go up to North Mississippi and over to Texas. I didn't go down to go with him, you know. I didn't, you know. I'm glad I didn't, because I think that's when Ray Charles got busted with the heroin when he flew into Houston or something, you know. Yeah. But I said, well, you know, things works out for a reason, you know. So
well, the show you had, now we here now.
Yeah.
And
we here.
Based off of Willie Dixon, I'm here because of Willie Dixon's teachers. We're setting up this Blue Monday International Blues Gala. They got me over there messing with me. We set this Blue Monday International Blues Gala so that we can keep our music going and honor all of our great musicians. And that's what the thing is all about, you know. Like they said, we're going to have dinner, we're going to have drinks, and party. We've invited Seal Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, Eddie Clearwater. Those are our last year recipients of our Chicago Blues All-Stars Award. And they're going to come down and share with Bobby Rush that night. You people out there, come on down. Call us up. Let us know you're out there listening. We're here ready to go. And we got tickets. The tickets are $40. You get the show, dinner, and blues all night long.
And we also have some of the older alumni of the Chicago Blues All-Stars coming also.
Okay.
We have Billy Branch should be there. Sugar Blue, Billy Branch, John Primer, Johnny B. Moore, Bombay Carter, Mike Morrison. These are some great musicians, you know. Some of them still with us, some of them not. So we're going to acknowledge them through their families and friends. But a lot of those cats play with all of them play with my father at one point, you know. So we're going to have a great time. This is going to be a fair that this city will be talking about for years and years to come.
Right, that's right.
Because it's the first one and it won't be the last.
Good, that's a good thing. How did you get into how did you get into this thing?
Into
music?
Music?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a long story back in Alabama.
Maybe you weren't short. You ain't got but 2 hours left.
Well, you know, actually, I got started in a little place called Coffeyville, Alabama.
All right.
What's the name of the town?
Coffeyville.
Coffeyville. Where the hell is that?
Fast.
As I was, when I became 12 years old, we moved to Mobile. And so guys like Fred Wesley, Jabbo and I lived next door to each other. Okay. He became James Brown drummer. And so Jabbo, his mom was named Miss Teesey. And Jabbo would make his own drumsticks. During that time, we had a group called the Castanets. So eventually, Bobby Bland came to town, and Jabbo left with him. But anyway, during that period, we did what we call woodshed. And we would go out in the backyard, we'd run a long extension cord. We would hook up the amplifiers, and we would play. until our parents would run us out the backyard. We go to somebody else's backyard and hook up. You know? So that was back then. So moving on up, when I came, now Jimmy was talking about Otis Rush. When I first came to Chicago, that was the first band that I played with was Otis Rush. I was with Otis Rush for 3 years. And we played at the Castle Rock on weekend and Peppers on Tuesdays.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhute, don't you have a song with something about Mobile in it?
That's right.
Why don't you do about 3 seconds worth?
Acapella. I'm going to Mobile, down on the Gulf of Mexico, where they drink and drive beer, y'all, and kick back in the fishing boat. I said, I'm going to Mobile. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the part I like. One thing, people, I always wanted to do, grab me one of them Mobile girls and walk down through Hank Aaron Loop. I said, I'm going to Mobile.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, what about you, Brother Dixon?
What about me?
Yeah, now how did you get into music? I know your father was there.
That was it.
That was it.
That was
And how were you?
My father told me, don't touch this bass guitar.
And you did anyway.
That's what happened. Don't touch it. They was on a tour going to Europe, and I was running the studio at the time. He said, don't touch that bass guitar. And I couldn't wait. And then it was gone, and about 2 months later, I was playing professional. Because a cat named Jimmy, he was at Chess Records. He was in the shipping and receiving part of Chess Records, and he played drums. And he come out there and practice with me, you know. And so he asked my father. He said, "Can Freddie play a gig with me?" My son said, "Play what?" He said, "Bass." He said, "He can't play no bass." I was playing bass, and so I started playing my father then, you know. And I was 19 years old. So I just picked it up, you know. But a lot of people helped me. I was going to jam sessions like we have today. That's why I encourage people. You go to jam sessions, you might make mistakes, but you know not to do that no more, you know. So you go to jam sessions, you learn. I know the cats just see me come and say, "Here he come again." But I was determined, you know.
I hit the wrong note again.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't hit the wrong note that time, but after I learned what to do, you know not to hit that note anymore. You know, I messed up. I kept messing up until I got it right. I still mess up. I still mess up now, but you know. That's how I learned to play the blues, but consistently going to jam session and asking people questions. You know, people will tell you, know, musicians were friendly. They tell you, you ask them something, how you do this, they show you. And that's what I don't mind, showing people anything I can to help them. So
that's what happens on Thursday night down at Motor Road. When those young guys come in, young guys, older guys too, they got musicians that have been trying to play. And they've been, like Freddie said,
never get a chance.
And they've been making the same mistake over and over in a song. You know, and they're going to the change. We had a group come through there. They could never really play 12-bar blues. Mm-hmm. But they would play, but they didn't realize that they weren't really playing 12-bar blues. They would play with other people and realize, how come they never be with me? Because they would play maybe 13 bars here, maybe 11
and a half.
You know, they would never play the whole cycle. And then the cat didn't know it. I said, "Man," I said, "it's got to go to here to here." He said, "What?" I said, "It go to here to here." Well, then nobody never tell him. He just been doing it.
What happened to our girl?
They're coming back. Yeah, we have a team coming through there, Big Dan and Little Mama. They're our regulars coming through. They haven't been through for a while. I think some illness in the family they take care of. But anyway, they were to our local people, the family. They want to play the blues.
Yes, alumni.
The alumni now, right? They come through and work on it. They got a little routine they do. Mm-hmm. Big Dan, Little Mama, they do the routine. Now it's part of the routine, you know. And that's how you develop. You know what I mean? They feel comfortable. They build your confidence. You know?
Right, I'm gonna come now.
Even this guy, he has a great band.
Right, I know that. I was gonna ask Doc how did he get his thing going too? Yeah, but I tell you now, when I come down on Motor Road Thursday night, not this one coming. But in the future,
you gonna sing?
I'm gonna do that too. Yeah. But in the very, I ain't got no problem with that. Okay. In the very future, I'm gonna bring my bass now.
Come on.
And I don't want you laughing at me.
No, man, bring it on. This is straight up, right? You know, come on.
See that? That's all right.
No.
At least I play once with you.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
It's like going on the golf course, you know.
Yeah, you play?
Yeah, I do. You go to the golf course, it look like to me, every time you go to the golf course, if it's a guy, he's a good golfer. But then a bad golfer comes out there, it look like it throws his game off.
I wish you would stop talking about me over there. See, I know how to get up enough grass.
One of our guys, he would say, we was in the University of Lakeland, just telling him, he said, yeah, I play golf. I got me some so-and-so, I got some Callaways. I said, well, listen, man, I got a tournament I'm getting ready to go in. Come on, you know, you go out to them tournaments, you pay your fee, and you got all these little side bets going on. His side bets was running all through them 18 holes, and this guy did not know how to play.
Could hit it, eh?
And he got out there and he messed up people's money. Yeah. Because
you had to give him a mullet.
No, I had to get him out of there. He got a mullet. He sit there and messed the card up. Because he wouldn't know, doing the guys and start counting these scores up, and this odd number keep coming up on all these holes, and so some dude just waiting, so he gonna clean up. Couldn't nobody ever guess you get a number like that on these holes these guys was getting. I'm cleaning up now. I had to get up out of there. Had to leave out that corner. But anyway, I want everybody out there to come on down and have some fun with us on February 26th. It's gonna be on, and you can't wait to see Tracy Adams get up there and do her thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's gonna tear loose. Shirley Johnson, boy, they've been waiting to get this on. So we want y'all to come on, enjoy, and have a good time with us.
Now your band's gonna play. You're gonna have all-star band. Just so you got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I want you to get to this black bags because you were talking about how things are going now in our society.
Yeah.
You know, and this song here, it raises that issue and raises the question about what can we do to stop some of this stuff. It's called Black Bags. Little guy, 22 years old. I wrote the song after watching stuff on TV one night. And so I took it and told Freddie about it. And so the young Michael DeMoney just joined our band. I said, this would be a nice song for him to introduce, because his generation is the one we see this suffering from this black bag syndrome. Anybody. Could be you. Could be anybody in that black bag. So that's what this stuff is all about.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk to you, Doc, when we come back again after the segment about your interest into music and all. All right, here you got Black Bag already. Are you ready? Okay. All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here, folks, on WVON 1690 AM.
disco lights, and you hear that siren sound. Yes, when you see those disco lights, Lord, and you hear that siren sound. Yeah. You know they're getting ready to put another black flag on the town. So it's time to pick up the good book. On and put on them dirty guns down. Yeah, I'll pick up the Bible today. On and put on them dirty guns down. Cause you never know, it could be you. That black bag in the town. Oh! Yeah. Listen. You know, I could be your mother, raise you from a boy to a man. It could be a father, lots of things you can understand, yeah. It could be a sister, the one who always made you smile. Oh, it could be your brother, the one you ain't talked to in a while, yeah. It could be a neighbor, or the old man in the grocery store. Oh, it could be anybody.
Black Bags. That's also one of their songs. Very good song, too. You said 22-year-old young man, right?
Yeah, he's 23 now.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we were very fortunate to find this young man. He came to the Motor Road.
Oh, okay.
He came to sit in.
Good.
And
Came in when we needed it.
That's right. And so he's been there. He's been there ever since.
How long ago was that?
Last year. He's been actually a year. You know what? You just think about it. It's been a year.
That's been a year.
You know, right. And in a year's time, we done went to all around the world almost.
Yeah. You were saying somebody went on tour?
Yes, we went to Toronto, Paris, Brazil, this year. We've been we represented Chicago and several of those places. Chicago Blues All Stars was the Chicago surprise in Paris. They wanted a gift from Chicago, and they sent the Chicago Blues All Stars. And it was great. It was a great job for both of us. You know, great experience. Brazil was a great experience also. You know, and those are just since Michael's been with the band, he had a chance to tour around the world. Mm-hmm. You know.
Now, how many guys are there now in your band, in the All Stars?
Four.
Just four. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Hey, Doc, I want to ask you, Dr. Payne, how did you get in? When did you get into music? How old were you, and how did you get in?
I already told Brother Dixon over here I was going to deflect on that because I would take up the rest of the program.
Oh, no, you ain't got.
We're just thinking about.
Like I told you, Doctor, you ain't got all night.
We want to talk about the original Chicago Blues.
Yeah, but I mean, you down at Motor Road too from time to time. So
Doc's the chairman. He's the chairman of our board putting this together for the gala.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what we've done without Doc.
Okay.
He probably would have got it done.
I'm used to waiting because my background is an obstetrician gynecologist. I'm used to waiting.
Get 9 months at least.
9 months.
I must say, we have been pulling this together, and by us doing everything we're doing, we needed someone to take the wheel and keep it focused on where it's supposed to go to. And I told us, come on, Doc, I want you to help us do this.
Did you start that this year or before? I mean, not this year, but last year. When did you start working on this?
We started this year.
2018?
Yeah,
well, okay.
Because, when you have a mission to do something, you have to do it when that time comes.
That's true.
Everybody can stand back and say, you should.
Right.
But when you know what you have to do what you have to do.
Right.
And this was our goal. This was our mission. We want to start it the last Monday in February. It's going to be our gala every year. That's African American History Month. We want to make sure that we set that up.
Cool.
And so you have to do what you got to do. People stand
aside. Saying we couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. But sometimes it's best not to even tell us what you're going to do, because you know what? There's a million folks to tell you what you can't do, and only one to tell you that I think you can, and one who say I'm going to do it.
Yes,
so yeah, that's the way to go. All right, I know you guys ready to get out of here. You got to go to church in the morning.
He didn't answer the question.
Well, he told you he was going to deflect. He want to deflect for the next hour, that 15, 20 minutes.
30-second infomercial for Odie Payne III.
All right, now we ain't no commercial. We just want to know about
I told you. We told you.
Yeah.
There's one person in this room who verify what I'm saying. In other words, my son over there, who's Odie Payne IV, the fact of the matter is everybody who's ever come into this world that had a bloodline associated with Odie Payne Jr., my father, sat on a drum seat. From as soon as they were able to sit on a seat, they were on a seat. Got a picture of all of them. The only person we don't have yet is my grandson, who's on the left-hand side over here, but he's been on a drum seat. So the point being is that, yes, ever since I've been big enough to sit on a drum seat, that's when it started.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's when it started.
There you go.
You got that?
All
right. Now, that doesn't account for the 30 years of being in obstetrics and gynecology, because I've been away from the music scene, but being back on it, I'm just happy to be here. And I'm surrounded by this vintage. It doesn't get any better than that. Okay?
Appreciate you.
Doesn't get any better than that.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, and so this group that I'm running called the Doc Payne and the Pain Relief Smooth Blues Band. If I could get everybody around this table to say that would be a plus. But I know you're going to stumble on it. But we're all genuine. Okay? And we want to also, I would be remiss if I didn't pump up my man over here, Sir Henry Cheatham.
Exactly.
WVON AM 60,
All right,
90.
Yeah.
Easy, preeminent
You're doing a
blues
great
man,
job.
Yes,
jock,
indeed.
whatever you want to call him, in this town and all around this town. And we're going to make it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Very important.
You hear that, Miss Span?
Well, thank you. I want to thank you very much, Doc, for that commercial.
All right.
All right, we get ready to go to the top of the hour. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. And don't forget, folks, to get out to the, where is it?
It's at the Harold Washington Cultural Center. It's the Blue Monday International Blues Gala award show. We're going to be presenting awards to all of our great Chicago blues artists, and especially the Lifetime Award to Mr. Bobby Rush.
Get on out, folks. And that's when, what's that date?
February the 26th,
right.
2018, from 6 until 10.
And you got some white, you say you ain't going to have no
food,
white folk, no white lightning?
We got, well, you got to bring your own. You got to bootleg your own moonshine.
Okay. All right, folks, I want to thank you very much. All right, we're going to go to the top of the hour. And I want to thank these gentlemen again for being here. And don't be afraid to come back. Get in touch with Doc and get back to me. All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B, folks, on WVON 1690 AM.